Parshat Bo. HaChodesh hazeh lachem Rosh Chodashim. The new book of Shemot and the new reality of the Jewish people has also occasioned the new first mitzvah of the Torah to the Jewish people. This month shall be for you a new month, the beginning of the months, the month of Nisan, the first month of the year. And it's interesting that of all the possible candidates for the first mitzvah of the Jewish people in its infancy and rebirth should be the first of the month, the new moon, and marking the new moon. And what we must understand is the message of the moon. And what we must understand and remember is that for Egypt, the great power of the ancient world, the sun was the important symbol. It was a solar calendar that followed the sun. When Israel entered the world, for us, the moon became a lunar calendar and the center of the way we count days and months and years. And the difference is very important to note, because you see, from a human perspective, the sun is unchanging, and time determined by sun seems to be unchanging. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow beats on this petty pace to the last syllable of recorded time, says Shakespeare. Ein chidush tachat hashemesh. There is nothing new under the sun, said Kohelet, King Solomon. The moon, and listen to the Midrash on this pasuk, HaChodesh hazeh lachem Rosh Chodashim. This month shall be the first of the months. Not HaChodesh, but HaChidush. The Midrash says that God showed Moses the moon and showed him the changing statuses of the moon and said, mark these changes, mark these differences, mark them and sanctify them. For ancient polytheism, the sun, the unchanging sun, the eternally unchanging sun, was the great mark and sign. For Judaism, it was the changes of the moon which was the great mark and great sign. Look at those changes, tells Rosh Chodesh, and sanctify those changes. Don't think that it's tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, because you can make a difference and you can turn tomorrow into a new dawn with new opportunities and new great things to be done and to be accomplished. It was thought by the ancient world that slavery was a given and would never be changed. Moses came into the world and showed that even in Egypt it could change. It could be different. Mark changes, mark the opportunity which comes from changes. Be alive to changes. Look at them with the same ideals that Torah had from the beginning, but being able to make those ideals more meaningful if we understand the changes in the times. I can give you some very clear suggested opportunities that we've had, two major changes in Judaism in my lifetime. First of all, the State of Israel. New halachot due to those changes. The mitzvah of Aliyah due to those changes. The opportunities of Aliyah due to those changes. Even fighting for freedom and independence is an important change, and it's become an important halacha in Israel. A very important halacha in Israel. The opportunities for women and women's learning of Torah and women's leadership in Torah. We must mark the changes in society and use those changes to enhance our wonderful Torah. And given the opportunities that women have, we're gaining another 51% of our nation to be able to take leadership roles in Torah. You know, teku is a word that means Tishbi, Elijah the prophet, will answer all the questions in the coming of the Messiah. So the Kedushat Halevi asks the question, why is it Tishbi? Why is it Elijah the prophet in Messianic times who will answer halachic questions? Shouldn't it be Moses? The dead will be resurrected in Messianic times. Moses will be around. Moses was a greater scholar than Elijah. And the answer he gives is amazingly brilliant. The answer is Moses died. Once Moses died, even when he's resurrected, he's not of that generation. And therefore, he can't answer the questions. Elijah, according to Jewish tradition, never died. He can be of that generation. He can answer the questions. Only one who understands the changing times and is sensitive to them and knows how to interpret the eternal Torah within the context of those changes. That's the greatness of the moon, and that's our lesson from the moon. Shabbat Shalom.